you will be, as well as connecting on Facebook at brown.less. And there you'll get daily inspiration as well as some of the exciting new product releases that are happening in Les Brown Enterprises. We appreciate each and every one of you, especially our new callers who just found out about Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call, and you decided to log in tonight. We say thank you and welcome to the family. To our veterans, those of you who stay every single week committed to showing up, being a part of this community, and taking the information that's shared and using it to transform your lives, we give you a virtual high five and thank you for making this work a joy in our hearts. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am super duper excited because you have been sending your love, you've been sending your prayers, you've been sending your emails, you've been asking me questions. How is Mr. Brown doing? Please let him know we need him, we love him, we appreciate him. He keeps me going in the morning, he keeps me going in the afternoon. Some of you listen to him multiple times a day, but tonight you get to hear him live on this call. So without further ado, let me just do a mic check and see if my dear friend and mentor, Mr. Les Brown, is on the line. Mr. Brown, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, I can hear you, and you are firing up the West Coast out there in Sacramento, as you told me, and Les, it's so good to hear your voice and to know that you'll be able to share a moment with us tonight. But before we get started with that, I just want you to just have a minute with the audience because they've been sending you virtual hugs, love, and prayers, and hearing your voice. I know they're jumping up and down in their living room. They're swerving the car around, and they're doing the happy dance in the street.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I want to thank you for covering for me and holding things down and just really bringing a message that I needed myself. Because we all have moments in our lives, and this is the first time I've ever been sidelined because of a challenge, an illness. I've had 2 protruding discs pressing on the sciatic nerve, and I can tell you back pain, there's nothing like sciatic pain. It's humbling. It makes you cry. You don't care who's around. You cry. You cry in public. You cry privately. You cry. Let me tell you, it's something I have never had anything like this before. But here's something I want to just thank you and all of the speakers and all of the people that believe in our message. I want to thank you for your prayers. It does make a difference. I've got a handwritten letter from Ed Blunt that was very inspiring, and he sent me a video. He was speaking to a group of people, and they all just wished me well, and Johnny Wimbrey, just so many people. When I think about Dwight and all of you praying for me, and Evelyn, I needed it all. And I was going through the physical pain and emotional pain. And I was asking myself, what is this about? It was challenging. And what I realized is that life happens to all of us. And this is my time. This is my time. And this is the most pain I've ever experienced in my life. And I've never been so caught up in the health industry. I was rushed to the emergency room at least 6 times because of the challenge I was facing with this. And the other thing that happened to me, and I want to say this right so people don't get it wrong. When you are dealing with pain, I was on something called oxycodone, and I've been taking it for the pain, as I was directed to do. Had no idea, now I don't smoke or drink, had no idea that I couldn't just abruptly stop because I would go through extreme withdrawal. And I said, look, I'm mentally strong. No, Les, you just can't stop this. You have to have help to wean off this. And so I did not listen. And I went into withdrawal. And it was worse than hell. The vomiting, my potassium got so low, I had pain in my chest. And so I had to then get on something called Suboxone. And that helps to minimize the negative impact of the oxycodone being withdrawn from that. And then only to discover the Suboxone is addictive. And they said, oh, Mr. Brown, it's going to take you a year to wean off this. You just can't stop. I said, I can't stop. Why? Why? Well, you tell me I've gone from one addictive drug to another addictive drug. Do you know, I realize there are thousands of people just like me who had legitimate physical pain and was given a prescription to address that pain, and then you just can't stop. You have to go through a process of another drug that's addictive to get off that pain. And my children, I came home one day, and my children, they confronted me. They had my best friend and my mentor, Mike Williams, there. And I knew something was wrong. I looked around and friends were there. And there were two people there that I didn't know. And so my daughter, Serena, said, Dad, we need to talk to you. Patrick and Calvin, they were there. And I said, are y'all talking about doing an intervention with me? Yes. You need some help. I need some help. For what? What do I need help for? To get off this oxycodone, Dad. You need help. You can't do this by yourself. You say, ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help and don't stop until you get it. I said, well, I haven't asked y'all. Dad, you said you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. Don't use my words on me. And finally, every objection that I gave, I finally stopped. And I said, I know that you are doing this because you love me. I said, do you think that I'm weak? No, Dad, we don't. You just need help. I said, I know that you love me. I said, I will go. And so they said, well, they'll be back here to take you tomorrow. I said, no, I got to go tonight. If I don't go tonight, I'm not going. And so they took me to a center for people that are withdrawing from various types of drugs, heroin, methadone, crack, lifelong addicts, and people standing behind. My drug of choice has been crack. I've been addicted for 22 years. And I said, hey, my drug of choice has been oxycodone. I've been addicted for 2 years. And I didn't even know until I tried to stop. And it was first embarrassing the first 2 days because people would look and say, they would do a double take. No, that can't be him. You changed my life. No, that's Les Brown, and so the word just went throughout this place immediately that Les Brown is here. And so I ended up doing a class. While I was there, I was going to be motivating people so to maintain my energy. It was, I just said, I'm going to make the best of this. It's not about them. It's not about shame. It's about my being willing to surrender that this is bigger than me. I can't do this by myself. It's not mind over matter. And so I went through that experience and then I left and I went to another center and I I've been to chiropractors and acupuncturists and medical doctors to deal with the pain from the two protruding discs pressing on the sciatic nerve, and that's what I started taking oxycodone for. And I was going every place I went. I went in with pain and crying and left with pain and crying. And then God would have it. I was in a drugstore to get a prescription filled, Suboxone. And I saw a sign when I went down the aisle for back brace. It's a $39 back brace that was at one time, it was like $89, but it was on sale. Do you realize something said, get that, and I bought that back brace. I went out into the parking lot and put the back brace on. Some said, don't wait till you get home. Put her on now. I put her on, and it stopped the pain. 90% of my pain went away. My medical bill easily over $15,000, and a $39 back brace that I'm wearing now. I was on stage. People have seen me in certain cities. I couldn't stand up. I was sitting in a chair on stage, and they brought me in the back in a wheelchair. I was in a wheelchair. And I graduated from the wheelchair and sitting on stage. I have a cane that I walk with now. And I'm graduating from that. But this back brace, $39, it has eliminated my pain. The doctor said, I'm amazed. What pain medication are you taking? I said, I'm not taking any. And they've been shocked. And so what I want to say is thank you for listening, those of you that be on the call. And the value to me of the call, and the reason I was listening as well, when you're going through stuff, you need another voice in your head other than your voice. And I needed your voice. I needed Ed Blunt and Johnny Wimbrey and Dwight and Evelyn. I needed the voices, Nita Hicks, Mike Williams. He said, Brownie, you can do this, and you're going to be able to help a lot of people. And I said, I've got to tell people what I've gone through, because I know there are other people that's dealing with the same thing. There are people every month in the state of Ohio dying from overdose of drugs. And many of these people are not drug addicts, lifelong drug addicts seeking drugs. Many people who became addicted just like I did because of a pain, because of an injury, and it was given to them a prescription, and weren't properly educated to the extent of the impact that it can have and how addictive it is. And so I want to say that life's going to happen to all of us. A lot of things happen during that time. And there's a quote that I love, that many times in life we'll be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. And it was difficult for me to view this as a God-ordained opportunity. I'm saying, what is the opportunity here? And the opportunity is, in all things, give thanks. While I was there in this drug program, I helped a lot of people. I started having classes. I said, there's somebody here that needs my voice, that needs my presence. And I made some very powerful friends while I was there. I was just saying, God, use me. You have me here for a reason, and I'm going to show up, and I'm going to allow you to use me as a channel. I'm not going to sit back and be invisible and hope that no one knows that Les Brown is in a drug program. No. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to speak, because you've given me a voice to speak, and every day you give me breath. I promise you, that I would serve. I promise you that I would make a difference wherever I am. And here I am now getting help, and I'm going to help somebody else while I'm being helped in the process. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of you, for your thoughts, for standing with me, for your prayers. It's been proven scientifically that prayer does work. And I can feel the energy at different times. There are things that I experienced in moments that I just had to grit my teeth, and I bit the inside of my mouth till my lips were bleeding, that I said, I'm not going to allow this to get the best of me. I'm not going to surrender to this. And I've been dealing with it. And then I was dealing with a combination of the sciatic nerve and the pain from the cancer. And so the pain from the cancers, that's a different kind of pain in the left part of my back. And then the sciatic nerve on the right side, the right lumbar, going down my right leg to my ankle. And so I needed to go to a place. I remember when LeBron and the Cavaliers won the championship, he said he had to go to another place inside himself. I had to go to another place inside myself, because I can't tell people that you're more than a conqueror. I can't tell people that you can handle whatever life throws at you and then buckle under when I'm faced with something. I've been blessed that it's been 20 years that I have been a cancer conqueror. I don't say survivor, a conqueror. I've 7 years, 20 years I've dealt with this, and then the sciatic nerve. And so the combination of the two, I just said, well, me and God, we are a majority. Hey, what is that? Hey. Hello?
Yes, Les, we're hearing you.
What, can you hear that, the broadcast on the phone?
Nope, it's not coming through. We can just hear you loud and clear.
Oh, that's interesting. It's coming through loud and clear on my end.
Okay. Not sure what that is, but the devil is alive.
I'm glad.
We can't hear it.
Well, hopefully he ain't on the telephone. You know? let me. Well, I'm sure that people who are listening, they can hear it. You can't hear it, but they can hear it, and it's very distracting. In fact, I want you to somebody push *6 and let us know if you can hear it.
All right, I'm going to put us in Q&A mode, and then we're going to check and see if anyone can hear any disturbance. So stand by, everyone. We want to make sure that you're hearing Mr. Brown loud and clear.
All callers are unmuted. All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
I don't hear it.
Hi, Les. Hello.
I can hear you.
All callers are muted.
Okay, Les, that was confirmation. Everyone said that they can hear loud and clear. They're not hearing any background noise, so we can continue.
You're kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hear the broadcast about the debate loud and clear on my end. That is strange. So,
that is, or maybe there's something crossing over, but we're all engaged, listening to you, and grateful for you sharing your transparent story, Les. You know, I just want to pause for a moment to celebrate you. You know, I'm blessed to be able to know you, work with you, Ed, Anita, Evelyn, Dwight, all of us who have had a chance to just learn from you, to be tutored and mentored by you, but also to be loved by you. And the fact that we could all take a moment and just pour back into you, it's our blessing, because we need one another. You know, I talk about it all the time. You can't do life by yourself. And we want to celebrate you, and I want to publicly thank and celebrate you, and thank you for just being who you are, that even in the most challenging of moments, even when you had to grit your teeth, that you still held on, that you still kept pushing through, that you took a little bit of Les Brown medicine in order to get to that next point and find $39 of relief after spending thousands and thousands. To know that
amazing. Yeah.
that is amazing. And, you know, I want to just share one quick thing, Les. Today I had to go with one of my closest and dearest friends. I consider her my sister. Since third grade, we've been best friends. And she got a diagnosis that 60% of the cells in her thyroid were malignant. And we had to go follow up with the specialist today. And it was myself and another one of her in-laws that was with her. And we're talking to the specialist. And he said, wow, you really have a lot of support. And that makes the difference in fighting. If it's the worst case scenario after we review your files, it's 100% curable. And we can take you through the process and you'll be fine. But this support is what you will need in order to fight it. And that's what you were talking about, Les, having your children around you, supporting you, loving you, having those of us that work with you, supporting you and loving you. You were able to draw from somewhere else and to go deeper and to find that additional strength to still fight what was happening in your physical body. And on behalf of everyone listening, I know they want to say hello to you and share a few words, so we'll see if we have time at the end. But I want to say thank you for standing and staying the course, not giving up, still pushing through. And I can just see you in the facility holding court, giving classes, and inspiring lives.
Thank you so much. Well, I want to say, as the oncologist looked at me and he said to me, you know, the cancer is incurable. And I smiled, and he said, why are you smiling and laughing? He said, I love your laughter. I said, I appreciate you and what you do. And every 3 months I come here and I get this injection. I said, but when you say to me that it's incurable, I said, that to me means that it has to be cured from within. And I'm up for the fight. And that's why you see me smiling. I'm not afraid of this. And I believe that the time that I'm here, the work that I'm doing, the reason it's been 20 years and all the treatments I've gotten, that I'm still standing, I still have my voice, I'm still able to make a difference. And I said, I feel blessed. I feel blessed that I will be cured from within. And that's why I can be thankful for you, but also for the faith that God has given me to handle what life throws at me. And I want to say to those of you that are listening, 3 things I want to leave with you. 1, continue to listen to as many positive things as possible. I want you to go on YouTube and find my videos and put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. I guarantee you, I started watching it while I was there. If you watch it every day for a month, it's going to change you at the subconscious level. Just put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. I'm speaking to over 80,000 people. That's number 1. Exposing yourself to positive messages, and I have more. The second thing is surround yourself with collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. Collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. I've been blessed because of the people that I have in my life, like you, Stacey, like my children. It has made a tremendous difference. Most relationships are social, but you want collaborative, people you can work with, achievement-driven relationships. And the other thing is align yourself with that which gives your life purpose and meaning. You know, Kenny Rogers said something I love. He said, in order to have a long life, a happy life. He said, someone to love, something to do, and something to look forward to. And so I have love in my life. And I have something to do. I have this work. I have to seek. It gives my life meaning. When I was in this drug program and encouraging and motivating people, and they were a source of encouragement to me as well while I was there. And having something that you look forward to, that God is using you as an instrument to make a difference, to make your mark. You know, that next week I've got a special message for you. This is distracting me, what I'm hearing in my ear that you can't hear. And I encourage you to have other people on the call. There's something I want to share with you that was shared with me, and it created a shift in my mind and helped me to go to another place spiritually. And I believe that was what was supposed to happen for me going through this experience, that in the spiritual dimension of myself, that I had to go to another place. And as you listen to me, understand, know the only reason that you're listening is because what I'm saying is already in you. It's already there. Otherwise, you would be someplace else, listening to someplace else. And so I'm going to join you in watching the debate, but I want to remind you that you've got greatness in you. You have the ability to handle whatever life throws at you. I encourage you to join me next week. I want you to go to brown.les and leave a message for me. Let me hear from you. If you heard me tonight, I want you to share with me what you heard that I did not say. I always say to the speakers, who you are behind the words are far more important than the words that you speak. And so I want to hear from you. I'll be reading those tonight. And I say you have something special. You have greatness within you. Stacey, I love you and I appreciate you, and there's nothing you could do about it. I want to thank everybody for being on the call today.
I love you more, Lester. Thank you so much for being here. And I will unmute the line and send you the recording so you can listen to what people say verbally, since you have a little disturbance on your end, because I know they would like to just publicly state how much they appreciate your message and your words, your inspiration, and living by example. So you go and relax your voice, watch the debate, and those of us who are in the speaking world.
I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina tomorrow. Hey, Stacey, I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to be in Charlotte. Okay, so everyone in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'll be speaking with Get Motivated. Yes, and so
I'll
be there. Awesome. I'll speak at 4 o'clock tomorrow in Charlotte. I'm catching a red eye tonight, Patrick and I, and I'll be in Charlotte, and I'm excited. I'm fired up, and I'm ready to let loose on them. Let me tell you something. I'm ready.
I know that's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll be in Charlotte, or you know someone in Charlotte, let them know that Mr. Brown will be live. So what I'm going to do this time...
Tell your friends in Charlotte and let them know that I'll be there live and in living color.
Absolutely. Love you, Les. And we're going to unmute the line briefly. For those of you who just want to leave a message, Mr. Brown might have to jump off because he's having some interference on his phone, but he will listen and he will hear your words and your voice. The only thing that I ask you to do is to be mindful that we can only hear one person at a time. So we're going to allow our new callers to speak first, and then our veterans can go ahead and leave their messages as well. So stand by. If it's too loud, we're going to have to end the call, and I don't want to do that because so many of you are patiently waiting to share a word with Mr. Brown. So please stand by, everyone.
All callers are unmuted. All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, everybody, we know you're going to be on your best behavior. One at a time, let's hear those amazing voices and what you would like to say to Mr. Brown. Press *6.
Hi, Dr. Stacey.
Yes.
This is Siraj. This is Siraj from Los Angeles.
Hi, Siraj. Great to hear you.
Hi, great to hear you. And first of all, lots of congratulations on the book. And
Oh,
I just have to give you a very quick shout out for that Facebook Live you did a few days ago late in the night.
Oh, thank you.
I happened to be up, and it was unbelievable. You put me to bed in a very good way.
Well, I am glad. Thank you, Siraj, for
Yeah,
always supporting. Thank you.
Yes, and then on to Mr. Brown. I just have to say that after everything that he has been through and what he is going through, he is an absolute admirable role model for every one of us on this call, whatever we're going through, and I thank you, and I keep wishing you absolute good health, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
Thank
Hello,
you,
Dr.
Siraj.
Stacy.
Yes, you are here.
Hello.